Okay, this video is about Perseus. His abode is said to be Argos, right, which is also a play on words for sage, Ra. Remember, Set is supposedly, in one story, he's the brother of Horus. Later on, magic card guys take over. He's his uncle, and this has to do with who's fucking who and why, and keep it in the family. There's all kinds of parallels and ideas you can get into this, and whose followers are being rolled over, as they say in the streets, right? Rolled over, playing a role in a play, right? So the son of Zeus and Danae, D-N-A-E, so D-A-N-A-E. He's said to be the half-brother and the great-grandfather of Hercules, and this has to do with who's fucking who and this myths and why, right? Mythology, matology. Okay, he's the founder of Mycenae, right? The Mycenaeans, not to be confused with Minoans, and the Perseid dynasty. Okay, Perseus, from the Greek verb perthen, meaning to waste and to ravage, sack and destroy. Perseus, sacker of cities. Perth is said to come from BH, which descends to Greek as PH, which is BHER, like a bore, to scrape, to cut, from which Latin ferro means to strike. And of course, you can go back to the fourth dynasty, the fourth king of Egypt. There's something similar to Palette, where it depicts this kind of conflict, striking with the mace versus the long stick, and we have the Narmer Palette. So this goes back to the conflict, the martial art conflict between the followers of Set and Horus, and how it plays out into the evolution of technology, so the followers of Set can overtake Horus and have their way with women, and so on and so forth. All right, so this is also where we get the term he's cut, right? He's ripped, he's defined, right? Definitions, muscle definitions, defining things, psych meds, defining new mental illnesses in a way that is consistent with the principles of you. So ultimately we have this picture of him holding a harp, okay? It's made of adamantine. It's a sword given to him by Zeus. We'll get to that later. So the Greek folk etymology connects it to the Parsi, the purse, a Persian people. Herodotus said the Persians took the name from Perses. Zeus came to Danae in a shower of gold after Acrisius, king of Argos, fearing a prophecy told to him by the oracle of Delphi that his son, that his wife he was failing to impregnate would have a son that would kill him, so he imprisoned her in a bronze chamber open to the sky, and this is where Zeus comes down in a shower of gold. Talk about gold diggers, right? It's like you're looking for gold. Here comes the gods, like, hey, I like you, throwing gold your way, right? You can definitely draw parallels there. So, born Perseus Eurymedon, he and his mother were both cast into the sea in a wooden chest. Now, this is similar to the story of Osiris being put in a wooden chest, and the king of Byblos, and all this, so on and so forth. Okay, Dictys, D-I-C-T-Y-S, you can't make this up, a play on words for Dictys, no doubt, catches them in a fisherman's net. His brother Polydictes was the king of the island. Polydectes fell for Danae, and Perseus felt he was dishonorable. So Polydectes decided to trap him, and he threw a banquet asking everyone to bring horses under the pretense that it was for the hand of Hippodamia. You can't make this up, folks. You can't. You see the wordplay right there, right? Latin root. Anyway, so we see the island that this guy rules is called Serapis, S-E-R-P-H-U-S, similar to Serapis. C-rape is, C-rape his, C-ra-fuss, C-ra-pass, sap-I-ras, backwards. You can't make this up. Oh, it gets better. The daughter of O-I-N-O-M-A-O-S. Perseus had no horses, so he said he could ask him for anything, right? Remember, horse, martial arts, martial to order, Mars, horse, scale, Mars, the god of war, and so on and so forth, the chariots, right? Okay. And this goes back to the kingdom of Anatolia, and it goes back to the Egyptians and the Hyksos and so on. He asked for the head of Medusa, who was raped by Poseidon, okay, in Athena's temple, who changed her hair into snakes. Okay, so he set him up. He's like, look, just go get me the head of Medusa, that she may alarm her surprise foes with terror. Right? She made her hair snakes so she can alarm her enemies, surprise her foes with terror. Okay. So, moving on, now we get to the Perseus killing Medusa. Right? Wordplay, I've gone over this a while back. Made you see, so, say, sigh. Right? It's like a sigh. People sigh for many reasons. Some of them sexual. You know, when they're about to do something they don't want to do. I mean, it's despicable. When you start thinking of the applications here, you think like a martial arts, you want to fucking kill them. But of course, I have the utmost restraint, and I do what is right. So, also we see A's add em for magic, right? Also for monarch, but which one? The Prince of Darkness. Anyway, magic add slash odd, us slash I slash e slash o. So magic add, us, add I's, add E's, add O's, right? Magic odd, us, odd I's, odd E's, odd O's. So we also, you know, and the AI at the end, right? So add us A, add us I, and so on. So also mad you see, so say. They're mad that the hero is sewing. Now Medusa, one interpretation of this is that she's based on Isis. Okay. Even the word Perseus, we can scramble it and extract the wordplay Isis from it. We can get poor Isis. Okay. Now why is that? We'll get to Andromeda. Okay, it's in the kingdom of Ethiopia. She's Ethiopian. They don't even beat around the bush. They're like, look, Isis is an Ethiopian chick that we steal from guys like him, and then she turns white over time, right? We see the different depictions in Egypt, right? After she's been breeding in their reproductive cycle for a while, she's a white-skinned person, and, you know, she's now in their culture assimilated, bred to be that way. It's what they do. They do. It's what they do. Okay, I'm not saying all white people are bad. Anyway, Athena instructed Perseus to find the Hesperides, right? Remember, Athena, the same person who cursed her with the snake hair, right, for being raped in the temple. And there's different explanations. Don't allow your temple to be violated. If you do, you'll be punished. Therefore, it's fair play, right? She messed up, regardless of how he tricked her. And also, the demonized fair maiden, right, that she was actually a good person. They made up some bullshit so they can say, you're wrong, and he was right to kill you, and they just basically raped and killed him, and they didn't. They tried to fight to the death, and that could be an explanation for and an interpretation for the story as well. You know, it's lost in translation, translation, right? A is the alpha. Anyway, her Hesperides, who were entrusted with weapons, needed to defeat the Gorgons. So Athena said, "Look, go find these guys. They have what you need." He sought the Graii to demand the whereabouts of the Hesperides, the nymphs tending Hera's orchard, remember the tree of knowledge. I mean, there's many things that point to the tree of knowledge in many myths. Hathor, it's all over the place. Okay, the serpents, Tiamat, and Apep, and so on. Anyway, there were 3 perpetually old women that shared an eye, which he snatched, forcing them to lead him to the Hesperides. He gave them their eye back, right? Even the word 3, we can get the word tree from. It's interesting, huh? Anyway, he received a knapsack, okay, to safely contain Medusa's head. Go find these people so we can get a knapsack. But why? It is needed to safely contain her head. Knapsack, right? Pan, right? Cause pan, right? Kib, it's called a Kib Isis. You can't make this up, folks. Kib Isis. K-O-B Isis, right? We can get all kinds of stuff. Ka, K-A, you know, kill A-K, you know, Ba, B, Isis, right? K, Ba, Isis, kill the soul of Isis, kill those who are trying to be Isis in their true form, and so on and so on. We can get a lot of stuff from this. All right, to safely contain Medusa's head, and of course, Isis in the Middle East, and who's doing what and why. Zeus gave him a harp, you know, a sickle-shaped sword, and made of, is an adamantanian sword, adamantine sword. I kind of, you know, it's there in the comic books, right? A variation of this word. Min, the patron of chemists. T, the female ending in E or Anna. Okay, sword, and Hades, helm of darkness to hide. Hermes lent Perseus winged sandals to fly, and Athena gave him a polished shield. Now this goes back to who the Skywalker is and who isn't. Okay, the sandal bearer, right? He's in bare feet. Okay, when he's on the Narmer's on the Narmer pallet, right? He has a sandal holder, you know, bearing his sandals. Okay. So Hermes, right, who's Mercury, right, Miarch, the Norse word, my ark, right, the Ark of the Covenant monarch, the Ark of the mace strike, the Ark of the martial art blow, hook punch, and so on and so forth. So anyway, and Athena gave him a polished shield. Now there's different ways we can look at this. We can look at this as a shield with some kind of place to look over. And Medusa was an archer. There's a lot of archers. Diana, Artemis, who's this? Apollo. And of course they're killing. Okay, she's killing heroes. She's turning them to stone, and she's killing them one way or another. She can be seen as, she scares them, and she hits. They get scared because she's good at shot with her bow and arrow. There's a lot of things we can get from this. Anyway, by viewing Medusa's reflection in his polished shield, he safely approached her and cut off her head. From her neck sprang Pegasus, he who sprang, and Chrysaor. Right? Cries a ear. Cries re, cries ear I. They're saying whoever takes this side will cry because it's a sword of gold. Did you come to bring a sword of money, the root of all evil of this world, or a sword of spirit, a sword of knowledge, which goes hand in hand in money, trades, crafts, corporations, guilds, gilding, right? So anyway, he uses helm of darkness to escape the other two Gorgons. King Atlas refuses him. He uses Medusa's head to turn him to stone to pay him back. Andromeda was in the kingdom of Ethiopia, daughter of King Cephas and Cassiopeia, okay, who having boasted that her daughter was equal in beauty to the Nereids, drew the vengeance of Poseidon, who caused her to be chained naked for the Kraken, for the sea monster, to eat her. Perseus rescues her, argues with a guy that is supposed to, who she was promised to, okay, and basically, make a long story short, did I go over how the reason why this guy, because he failed to impregnate his wife, and he was told by the Oracle of Delphi that his son is going to kill him. He actually goes back in one version of the story. He throws a discus and it hits him in the head, and he dies after he's exiled. There's variations of how this guy is killed. But these are the key things. Go ahead and look up Perseus on any site that you can trust, and use the kind of scale I've given you to kind of understand this thing, the wordplay, and so on and so forth, and kind of think effectively as to what the metaphors and what's going on here. Okay, so I have a lot of pictures and videos to edit, so let me just end it there. Of course, I think it's disgusting. Okay, obviously the gear comes into play, right? He's given all this cool gear to win the battle. Okay. He's given this extra hand up, and it's this religious hand, right? These deities are supporting his quest. Okay, don't you see what's going on here? This goes back to the ancient idea. This is why they cheat me and so on and so forth. It's spirit, right? So there's no need to shed blood, right? To scrape, to cut, that's set and violence. There's no need to do this. You just spirit, you get to the point, right? There's no need to B-H-E-R, play on words from bore, to scrape, to cut, right? Which comes from Latin ferio, right? Fair-I-O, or pharaoh, okay? To strike, right? Which goes back to ding, ding, ding. The pharaoh in his true form is a martial artist, and he breathes with the most healthy, attractive woman that, draws his attention, the woman that he loves, and the heart is the scene of intelligence. It finds the right one. Bing! You, boom! He has the next pharaoh. He's a great martial artist too. Bing, bing, bing. Generations of great martial artists. That's why the fourth king of the first dynasty, he's also a great warrior as well, not just Narmer. And he defeats this guy, looks like a follower of Set, looks like a Sumerian. I've gone over that in the past, which goes back to Enki, and this connects all this stuff, right? Enki, water, Poseidon, water, and I'll go over that in the Poseidon videos. I'm actually making this before the second Poseidon video, and I'll leave Perseus here. Thank you.